Here we have a 2013 on a 13 registration Neoplan P21 Tourliner 53 seat coach. So this is one of a pair, identical, that we are selling on behalf of Mains Coaches up in Buckie, in Banffshire, Scotland. One owner from new and very, very, very clean. There isn't a mark on her. Alloy wheels are fitted. Power operated centre continental door. 12 metres. That's the important bit. Very nimble vehicle and still a very usable vehicle at this age. A good private hire, day excursion, short distance tours, schools. This is a jack of all trades. Reverse cameras fitted, and under the bonnet Euro 5 MAN engine. That's driven through a 12-speed Tipmatic automated gearbox, so that's MAN's rebadged AS-tronic really. And you're going to go, oh, it's a Euro 5 MAN. Let me tell you something, there's nothing wrong with a Euro 5 MAN if it has been looked after in the correct manner. So let me tell you what to do. Always make sure you use the MAN approved coolant. Okay, the problems in the EGR valve, from what I can, with my limited mechanical knowledge, from what I can glean, if you use the wrong coolant, it causes the copper in the EGR valve to break down, which then causes the EGR valve to fail. If you catch that before it fails, you have an EGR valve to replace. If you don't, you've radiator, intercooler radiator to change, possibly engine rebuild. We're getting into like eye-wateringly 5-figure numbers. If she starts using a teaspoon of water, if there's a puff of white smoke out the exhaust, your next stop should be a local MAN dealer to get it pressure tested and get it sorted. Do that and use the correct coolant, won't do you any harm. You've just got to basically follow the manufacturer's recommendations. And you know, you can see here MAN, 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 MAN. You know, they're not frightened of MANs here, they know what they're doing. So if you get an MAN, a Euro 5 MAN from somebody like Mains who's used to them and knows what to do, and then you carry that on at your end, you shouldn't really have any major issues. You've just got to be preventative, you know. So that's where we are with that. Parallel opening side lockers with huge luggage space for a 12-metre vehicle. That's because there's no toilet there. The only intrusion you've got is the centre steps. There's a hoover fitted. And then once we jump on board, we have 53 keel reclining seats with 3-point seat belts, half leather trim, again nice serviceable, well wearing, corporate coloured interior, very neutral. I'm getting more and more towards neutral interiors, which, you know, you think 16, 17 years ago I wanted everything purple inside, so maybe I'm just growing up, I don't know. Trace to the seat backs, you can see that at some point there's been magazine nets, but they've obviously had the nets removed due to, well, let's be honest, nobody uses them to put newspapers in, do they, or magazines? They just use them to put rubbish in and it stretches them. So what's the point? You've got carbon fibre trim to the seat fittings there in the grab handles and on the armrests. Seats have also got sideways movement fitted. It's a very clean coach, this, to be honest, for its age. Wired for DVD with 2 monitors. We're also wired for CCTV, you can see down there. Fully air conditioned, obviously. And the good thing about this trim is it also works with all the light blue fittings, which, you know, this era of Tourliner had. They realised with the Tourliner too that light blue doesn't go with red maquette. So they've upped the game a bit there, but it all works in here because of the colourway in the seats. Cockpit, standard Tourliner cockpit. Everything's where it should be. There's no buttons missing or broken. You know, we're all good from that point of view. We've got a fridge in the dash, courier seat. So all in all, if you're just looking for a workhorse, a standard vehicle with no frills or bells and whistles, but something that's still gonna, you know, turn heads when it pulls up. And I think the silver with the black bits helps with this, to be honest. The colour helps the vehicle. You ain't gonna go far wrong. So this is a choice of two, one of a pair of 2013 on 13 registrations Neoplan P21 Tourliner 53 seat coach.